it going, fellas? Happy Halloween. It's Wes Vincent of Evil West of the Mob fame. Here, give you a little review of some live shows I went to. Of course, because it's kind of off for a couple of days, a little out of town and stuff like that. I figured go see some live shows on the eastern part of Louisiana where they actually draw some live music right there, some real good live music. Starting off with the Baton Rouge. Took a trip out to Baton Rouge to see the Slayer 25th anniversary party bash, which of course featuring Goat Horror, a couple of local bands, and some Slayer cookie cake. Seriously, like this event, it was basically like a big theme party. It was basically a tribute to the 25th anniversary of Slayer's Raining Blood album. Came out 25 years, so which would pretty much make them pure classic rock. Pure classic rock. Anyway, I mean, it was a good show. It was a pretty awesome show. The only negative was really that first band, that shitty core band named No Useful Armor. They basically during the set decided like, oh, we're gonna play a song in tribute to Raining Blood. This is War Song. I was like, War Song? Well, that's from Caesars in there, bitch, you dumb shits. I mean, of course, kind of guess. Should be no surprise. I mean, it's a core band and those kids, they probably were born in the 90s, you know, they probably think divine intervention was like hit, you know, they think whatever like the 90s Slayer is like about as hard as the 80s Slayer, which now is like a true, but I mean they pretty much sucked though. But another one was another live act I thought was pretty awesome, Axis of Evil. They're just straight up old school metal. I mean, the old Judas Priest mean stuff. Had a singer break out with a little sword. Did like the little that. I mean that, and even did, and then they actually did a song from Raining Blood. You know, they did Raining Blood. They actually, you know, see, they figured out. I guess because most of those guys actually looked a little older. They knew that metal came out before '89. Unlike most of today's kids and stuff like that. And then of course you had Goat Horror. Like always, they tore it up. I mean, you got Ben Falco. You know, he's got a presence in the film, mostly because he's tall. He's kind of got those praying mantis arms and stuff like that. And he got Sammy. Sammy kind of looks like he being a hair metal band because of his long hair. Yeah, I'm sure y'all seen his long hair. Man, he's got that super curly hair now. Look like he'd be playing in some '80s hair metal band like Slaughter and stuff like that. It's like, what's up with this shit? It's like, yeah, stuff like that. I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, give me a beer. Get my drink. Anyway, here's a photograph of the. Let's see where that thing is. See if I can get in here. There we go. The photograph of the show. See, that's what you call an audience right there. You know, unlike Grand Street, they couldn't draw shit with their local bands. I mean, this is that crowd right here. This is like the crowd for the whole show. I mean, that's how you draw a crowd. I mean, Grand, you know, stuff like that. Anyway, further down, now for the Baton Rouge show. That was my thing. Went to New Orleans last week to see. Well, it was pretty much, I guess you'd say it was really like a crossover show because like a lot of the bands, the headliner was a group called Off. It's a punk band. Featured member of the Circle Jerks, Black Flag, you know, Black Flag, and stuff like that. And I mean, they also had a real killer act called Cerebral Ballsy, who some of you, if you fans of Adult Swim, you might have heard the music during the little cuts they have where they show the little black screen and the captions and stuff like that. But anyway, I mean that show out in Siberia in New Orleans this past Saturday, that was the best live show I've ever been to. I mean, it literally drew in a people's crowd, not just these little outcast type, like, you know, most metal shows they draw little outcasts. I mean, it drew like a people crowd, a crowd that you would see at like say a local festival or something like that. Like ones we have here, we had the Rhythms and Downtown Live. It drew that crowd, whole universal crowd and stuff like that. And I mean, it just packed it in, and that was about it. I mean, that was like the best live show I've been to. Even though I, kind of got drunk a little too early and had to drink some Red Bull and stuff like that, so I didn't really get too messed up, too messed up for that. But it was pretty cool. You even had like some even had some like celebs show up at that show out in Siberia. You had like Mike Williams from I Hate God. He was there, and like always looked like a homeless crackhead with his with his little ragged up outfit and stuff like that. You even had Sean Yazoo. Hope I said that right. Who, if y'all remember, she used to be the bass player for White Zombie. Back in the day, she kind of short on her nose. I thought she'd be tall because I remember seeing her in those videos. Like, man, it looked like be a tall chick. And I was, oh no, she ain't that. Turns out she ain't that tall. But anyway, I mean, it was just an awesome show. I mean, just pulling the crowd, way better than whatever. Gotta apologize, man. I'm trying to, kind of hard to breathe on the sheet, but Halloween is my Halloween theme, woo, and stuff like that. But I mean, overall, really, those two shows, I really give them a 10. It was a great night and everything. I mean, that's pretty much was the real deal. I mean, that East Coast Louisiana, that was it right there. I mean, Lafayette needs to take some more notes or something like that, because that was a real deal, especially for that off show. I mean, this was like it's something. I mean, that was like you got a obscure punk band in a venue that just celebrated its 1 year. The club was celebrating their 1 year, and it drew a packed crowd. Whereas like Grand Street, they've been around for like 20 or so years and can't even bring like 20 people to a free show. Like they did a free show. I remember during the summertime, and one of them like drew 20 people. It's a free show. I mean, how do that shit? So I mean, stuff like that. But anyway, until then, whew. Yeah, I should probably put some holes in this this sheet, man, because I'm breathing. Shit, breathing like crazy. Anyway, but at the time, wishing everyone a happy Halloween. Hope y'all play it safe and stuff like that. And till then, let me find my beer again. Look at that. There we go. Yeah. Till then, I'll check y'all next time, though. Hopefully, do something a little more creative and stuff like that. And happy Halloween. Later. Look at shit. Hey. Oh wait. This shit. Oh wait, here we go.